Jace. Try and bring down the evil NIP Empire, I suppose.
Pharaohs. They're all in the traditional Egyptian style, which is very interesting because, of course, they were the kind of successor kingdoms from Alexander.
Interesting.
Tarzan going in towards mid lane.
Gonna put up a statue in honor of his great gank. It's not quite a pyramid, but it might be a tomb nonetheless. Nayo gonna turn around though. Good damage back. Flash on in. Gonna get turned around. You'd think with the Shuriken Fit flash forward required. Has got the double. Buffs to work with. Won't be able to find too much more. Flash is blown.
Making sure that Tarzan doesn't get the kill on the other side. I think you take that. Shanks blowing the flash means that it is 1-for-1. Double buffs over to Shanks. Doomby's probably less happy about this, but you know, Trundle, the early power of him is very important here. And I get even holding the wave for Doomby. That's nice.
Managed to mount up and get outside of the seismic shove.
Pulled him through the backfield.
And Shanks needs to potentially turn around and stop this. Turning around now with a 5-point race, but has to flash away. Nayo's back, by the by. Sure, it can flip away. Remember, there's no flash. This can get interesting. Nike will have to hook back up. Seismic shove just wide. Shanks with the Serpentine gets out to safety.
Not entirely sure. I'm going to credit him for the activity here. Good flick banks, good damage.
I think Shanks could be in quite a lot of danger here.
Potentially. I mean, E out to safety.
There's no flash. Where's the Renekton's
coming up. He needs. Does he have another E? Shanks might die, and that means that the double buffs he worked so hard to earn will fall off.
Now it's like, I need my buffs back, mate. Give them here. Give me my buffs. I think it was solo kill.
Oh, do they want to give it to the Renekton? Now that would be an adaptation. I would have thought giving it to the Wukong is better. Solo kill. Not going to be gifted it. They give it over towards Nio instead. That was a summonerless Nautilus. I would actually would have killed there. Not to be.
Worth noting as well, of course, it's gone for the Comet. We have seen a few Hail of Blades variant on the lethality to try and get through towards the Blight stacks and play it that way. A little bit slower in terms of just hitting one skill shot, but requiring a few more autos. But that I've seen a bit more success.
It was, I think it was Snake into Chovy, which of course is where
Doomby,
that's where Doomby went. Yeah, of course.
Was that the best of the Meteor drama as well?
Misses.
Well, make a corruption now onto Nike, who will survive the engage. Solo kill going to hit with the turnaround as Shankso goes in, but gets bounced around and dies immediately. Now NIP can look for more second activation of the Cyclone, and Lee finds a wonderful angle to turn around, but all the while Varus and Trundle get a couple back. The problem is, where else do they run? Another one down. Flandre trying to run back, gets a shock blast that's accelerated into the middle of Narnia. Solo kill getting a good Cold the Meek healing, and now Kyle also dies, ends up being a 4-for-2.
Anyone's legend.
At least get that, but hey, you still get that marker towards feats of strength. Happy enough for that one. NIP also got the first 3 kills, so they've got that marker towards upgraded boots. Trap between a rock and a bottle place. Nowhere really to run. Finally, flashes Nio coming. Maybe it's all a ruse. Gets crashed down on. Leave is here. Throwing down to Catherine. Nike as well. The arrow goes wide. So does the Dredge Line. Interesting. Kyle is going to go down. Doomby comes in with the Weaver's Wall and sets up Lee for a double. 303. Kaiser online.
Anyone's legend are really down 1,000 gold after the early games he's had over Nio. That'll feel pretty bad. Here's a level up Cyclone coming through.
Again, has actually managed to farm quite well. That's where he's getting that level. The problem is, he is now on the wrong side of the rift, having just eaten a lot of damage. Subjugate's about to time out. Nio ticking up with the rev buff, heading towards these turrets, going to try and deny.
Is it going to be an execute? Is it going to be an execute? He's trying to wait around for it. If Nio can probably flash to get himself something. We'll see. I don't think he's in range now. Tarzan will execute to the fountain. Oh, he flashes for the smite! Tarzan! You should have just walked! Nio! Dubstep smite gets a kill on his opposing number.
Similar flash, but the work is done. Leaf will end up hit by the Shattering Strike, but not leading to that much. And that means Hope left alone in the mid lane. Depth charge. Nowhere really to run with. No flash quite up to Doomby. Waiting on the seismic shove, forces the front step, and Hope dies in the 1v2.
This is 3 games landing this time. Yeah, now the fights before, we haven't really seen the poke be the deciding factor. Flandre does have teleport, which is probably why Solo Kill popped that dominance earlier. I don't know if they should stick around for this, actually. Just let it go.
Yeah. Leaf had to reset with go bot side. Just trying to ensure that it's not as easy for Hope to get towards the lane. No wave to fight over anyway, so you may as well just sort of force a slightly more awkward set of pathing. But now, what happens bot lane? Reminder, first turret worth playing for. You've got a Jace and a Trundle here. This could go down real fast.
That will go down, but let's be honest, I mean, Legend, they don't have the other feat of strength there, so it will be next objective, which will get it for them, so it's not instantly going to do that. Let this inner turret go down, though. This is a mistake.
Kai'Sa's roaming. You've got Nautilus and Renekton here. And remember, Kai'Sa can join with the Killer Instinct. Has got not got level 11. Important that the turret goes down. And that's a good shove from AL. Voidseeker lands. Do they want to go for this? Can't find the depth charge angle. Nio will keep chunking on this top side. And actually, there is no response yet, so might actually, in the slow run, be able to go 2 for 2 here.
Yeah, and you do. I mean, Wukong is one of the best tower takers in the game, too. His Wukong clone also hits the turret, gets the attack speed. Nio getting a ton of gold here. Massive. And I tell you what, against this
into the mouth of hell and did not emerge. Mouth of hell just got some extra teeth courtesy of this Wukong. It's not looking fun right now for anyone's legend. Make no mistake about it.
Now the poke isn't quite there. Good flick back.
Oh boy, exhaust comes down, but it's not the bloody Nautilus. Nightcat may well go low, but doesn't quite fall. Leaving the Captain Rain won't quite get the kill. Solo kill, nearly gets solo killed by Shanks. The moment I start wondering about his value here, it gets a bit dangerous, but now Doomby gets to come on over, force the flash out of Shanks.
So that's a flash away from Kyle, flash away from Shanks. Nightcat somehow surviving and not using his summon, his teleport into the mid lane. Hope doesn't have the ultimate leave. No ult, forced to flash himself. Not bad there from AL to pick up that summoner onto leave. Herald is still alive, worth noting. Anyone's legend, that feats of strength.
Anyone can Doomby. It's best to be a mentor for the team here
Hook in
the river. And that is a hook in from Nightcat, who needs to flash out this time. And to be fair to AL, the last few skirmishes, the damage checks have looked a lot better from AL. They've got the Ghost Blade and the Dirk, and suddenly this Varus a little bit. Across our times with bundle, been very potent. Tarzan with a flank angle. Maybe he can find a decent fill in. Nightcat, remember, hooked into the wall. He is likely going to die for his transgressions. Dragon secured by NIP. Mid lane shove though for AL, trying to get back towards his mid lane wave. Tricky right now. Shot glass lands. Good chunk there from Flandre.
Could potentially soldier clone rather over the wall. Or from Doomby. Make sure they can at least get that wave clear. Nightcat, that one's a little less good. Now you are likely going to
a little bit threatening, especially if you can then set up for something like the Sakali, who is potentially in danger, will find a really nice angle out there by using the perfect execution to get over Nio and on the other side of the wall.
His flash was just coming off of cooldown. There was a brief window where maybe that could have worked out. Now with no Akali ult, do they feel like they can just take the Atakan? I wonder if anyone's legend feel like they can actually approach this at all. The Akali ultimate is so important to them.
Here has got flash. We just flipping this? Are you sure, NIP?
I guess we are.
And comes the Magnet Storm trying to turn on the Tarzan. Just going to get in there and steals it. NIP! What was the thought process? Leave now, spin up on the backside. It's a good ult, but Shanks is still going to win that 1v1. Kyle eventually falls. Tarzan in danger as Nio desperately low. Thunder Sky healing is pretty decent, but it'll go down in a 1-for-1. It's 2 for 2 overall right now. Barrier comes on board from Hope, needs to flash on in. The Culver Meek, the Ruthless Predator. But it's a kill for Flandre, who's now getting to be able to go to the skies. Rooted up by the staggering blows. Flashes away. Hook on Hope. But it doesn't matter. And AL get the Atakan. And the full team
well back in it. What possessed NIP to take that fight in the way that they did? Yes, there's no Akali ultimate. It does not mean you walk into melee range of that champion as the Kai'Sa.
Shanks now a known quantity. Actually, is he? He's timed that run really well. Still in the dark right now.
There's a lot of wards to go over, though. That definitely won't help. Is he oh my god, he's actually still unspotted.
Incredible work.
How has he done this? Assassin in the shadows. Got himself more than just a smoke screen. He's got himself definite sense of where the vision is and isn't. Will he be spotted now? Yes, they should know now.
Finally have an idea, but it's a great angle nonetheless. Change corruption land onto Nightcat. He's taken very low. Dragon secured that soul point. Shanks can still get across here. Exhaust comes on forward. Shanks looking to threaten Nightcat so low. The Purge Point strike lands. Nightcat with the Magnet Storm. No, it's causes Kyle. I get the wrong name, but it doesn't matter because Shanks is still murdering multiple members. The Weaver's Wall away. And AL just murder them.
Heartbreak for NIP. Definitely not. Nice looking for them as our reigning champions. The Dragon stolen by Tarzan. Baron secured.
And this game now all but over. 2,000
Tarzan. And Tarzan landing the smites. Takes the Atakan, takes the Dragon. Baron, of course, wasn't a contest. Now AL firmly in the lead.
Hope continuing to hammer down now onto NIP. The Jace, the Varus, into a very squishy team comp at this point. Really enjoying sitting under their turrets as the barrage continues.
Anyone's legend, yeah, this is the point where the comp gets very hard to deal with. NIP have just not been able to cleanly find the engages. Now, I think that that's earlier in the game from Nightcat. I somewhat understand them. He's delaying. He wants the poke to go onto him, not onto his carries. But now, they've just not been able to find that answer into the backline. Kai'Sa gets a turret and bot side, some local gold for him, and an objective bounty. But AL are just running into their base.
We need to get it. Does it? Thunder, the third item. It gets her a Hex Plate and a recurve bow. Hex Plate, Kai'Sa. There you go. A bit more HP, a bit more ability haste. A few more ults. In goes Nio, looking to get a shove back. It's good. Tarzan now in danger, exhausted and dead. Now they can look for some more. In goes the Kai'Sa with the ultimate still available. Doesn't need to use it right now. They get 2. Shock blast onto Nio. Survives. Piercing arrow wide.
Oh, very close to finishing off the kill there. Anyone's Legend break the base with the Baron. Still got a minute of it left. Unlikely to use it to push in for another tower. Support. I mean, there's Anyone's Legend. If Hope or Flandre gets caught out quick enough, maybe NIP can take some big damage off the board early.
Shanks is the flanker again. What can do. The last smite fight was a flip one by Tarzan. The one at the Atacon was as well. Getting the better of Nio across the series in general on that front. Nio chunked out desperately low as Shanks murders the Wukong. That means no smite now, realistically, for this dragon. And Soul is anyone's Legend. Shanks goes in, goes Golden Kyle with a Magnus all across to Nike. And Solo kill left to the wolves, or at least the assassins leave. Getting a Catherine Rain flash on forward from Hope, tries to ult, tries to find an angle, he just gets murdered anyway. As Shanks finds another, a 4.5 kill damage fight for Shanks. As with the death cap, he secures the game win for Anyone's Legend. Early game fumbles forgotten in the face of victory.
Anyone's Legend will take the lead once again. NIP, a brutal early game from them. Throwing around the Atacon and the Dragon. The Intercon